Now, from the downtown of Northwest Arkansas, in Uptown Rogers, with weather from Bentonville to Fayetteville, Fort Smith, and beyond, here's Oz weather meteorologist, Garrett Lewis.
Hey there, it's Wednesday, June 26th. Showers and storms are in the area. They'll be in the area through at least the mid-morning, if not early afternoon hours, moving in from the north to the south. Damaging winds would be the main risk. There have been a handful of severe weather reports across Missouri, Oklahoma, and Kansas, but not that many. The highest peak gust so far has been 56 miles an hour. So sure, some gusty winds, some beneficial rain, and despite the clouds and the rain, I think temperatures still get into the low 90s today, if not mid 90s farther south. So it is going to be still a very warm, almost well, a steamy day, considering that we're having rain early on. It's going to make the afternoon feel a bit more uncomfortable. Here's a live look at what it looks like now live. Of course, it's raining, so they're wrecking. This is a look at I-49. You've got 3 accidents, north and southbound there. This is out there approaching Pinnacle, and looks like southbound near the Mercy exit. Things are down to 2 lanes, I suppose. The accident's in the outside lane. So there's going to be more of these traffic jams. Typically, that happens during the first part of the day whenever it rains, which, I mean, it is what it is, but if people just slow down a little bit, it wouldn't happen, but that's not going to happen. Here's a look right now at temperatures. We're 75 degrees in Rogers. We're 77 in Fayetteville and 81 in Fort Smith. Haven't had the rain in Fort Smith, but it's coming in from the north. A little box out there shows the warning out towards Claremore. We had a warning out towards Branson too, but overall, the severe risk isn't that high with it. I'll back out a little more, and you can see this complex goes all the way to the north and continues to trend and drop south. It's all part of this weak front that's moving in. It's not a strong one. It's going to be in the area for today and then finally back on out as we move into tonight and tomorrow. So a couple of hot days, and then another front tries to make a run at our area on Saturday evening. I think that's probably our next chance of rain. Severe weather-wise, it's going to be damaging wind today would be the main risk, not really hail or tornadoes, although there's one hail report out there. Let me see what this thing is. 0.39, so I mean less than dime-size hail, maybe pea-size hail with this, and some gusty winds. At their strongest would probably be right around 50. The majority of them are probably going to be less than that, probably in that 30 to 40 mile an hour range. So here's a look at those showers and storms that are out there. Let's get a big wide perspective here. I'll put this in motion. You can see how this has been tracking over the last hour or so. It is dropping to the south, moving closer to Fort Smith and Van Buren, getting some more heavy rainfall in Rogers and Bentonville, Fayetteville, up and down the I-49 corridor. There's plenty more back to the north where that came from. Some of the stronger cells are out there to the west. You can tell by looking at some of the lightning that's out there, quite a bit of lightning that's headed towards the southeast. So we should get some pretty good rain that's out there right now, moving in from northwest to southeast. RDOT was moving the camera. Look at this, guys. Well, they just moved it. It's a huge traffic jam that's out there. You can also see some of those showers. They control this stuff out there in Little Rock, so it's interesting to see. But things are moving awfully slow there in the both north and southbound lanes approaching the Mercy exit. Just keep that in mind. Back over to weather. These are the showers and storms dropping south. We do have some showers that are affecting Rogers now. In fact, you probably saw that just a second ago on the regional radar. I'm going to look at this a little closer here out towards Vaughn. You can see some of these showers and storms that are out there. This is moving east-southeast, so we have some heavier rain that's approaching the Stony Brook area out towards Pinnacle Hills Parkway. That was right where that accident is, so some of that rain is going to pick up on New Hope, moving out towards the east. Maybe a flight delay or two out around X&A. High seeing some of these showers and storms. It wouldn't be long, though. They can usually get those jets in the air pretty quickly. And then heavier showers and storms around Locust Grove. That's the warning that we have out there near Claremore. That's pushing on down to the south. So that eventually gets into the Fort Smith area too in about another hour or so. Heaviest right now is approaching Rogers and Centerton. It's on the south side of Bentonville. The strongest cell looks like it's right there on Dodson and Stony Brook. Exit 83 or so is probably where this is going to be some of the most intense. Now, as far as the data goes and how this plays out hour by hour, looking into the rest of the afternoon, we are going to be looking at temperatures that are going to be coming down, and mostly due to the rainfall, but the rain is going to cool us down as well as the clouds in the area. The problem is it's still not going to cool us down probably as much as you would like. This is north to south here. Let me loop this. You can see it dropping to the south-southeast. So this is that line moving in, and then that makes its way into the central part of the state. Some redevelopment does occur here This looks like somewhere around 3 or 4 in the afternoon in Fort Smith. Some of the models have been picking up on that redevelopment, especially to the north too, near Fayetteville. So the initial line that's moving through is happening now, gets into Fort Smith, somewhere closer to about 9 or 10, it looks like. The line that pushes into Little Rock's probably going to be a little stronger there, where it's bowing out, and then everything should be well to the south of Mena coming up by about 2 this afternoon. But then again, you get that redevelopment that's out there. You're also probably going to see some pretty gnarly shelf clouds move in. They look like wall clouds, but they're not. They're just lowerings in the sky. That's a look out towards 14th Street. You can see that lowering there on the left side of the screen. Again, that's not a tornado, a wall cloud, anything like that. That's going to be the shelf cloud. That cool air is what it is pushing out of the storm. A closer look at it shows that heavier cell that's north of Cave Springs. That's moving towards Hunt Towers, Mercy in Northwest Arkansas, Promenade, the Walmart Amp, where I'm told New Kids on the Block are playing later today. Fret not, New Kidders. All of you moms who have been practicing your dance moves and renting party buses should be in good shape later today. Should be a little cooler. It's going to be sticky, and if you got yard seats, you might bring a trash bag to sit on. But this is the way it's been trending. I'll loop this for you real quick, and you can see how it's moving in towards the north and to the south, southeast, with plenty more back up to the west, northwest. That one severe weather report there was in Missouri. It was from Newton County Emergency Manager. They say they had a 59-mile-an-hour wind gust with some tree damage and power outages north of Neosho. That was at 6:14 this morning. So there's been a little bit of gusty winds with it, but as it stands now, the strongest cells are out to the west. So to recap this whole forecast, here's what's going on. It's going to be rainy this morning through mid-morning. We need the rain. This is great to get before July 4th. Despite the rain, it still gets hot. We'll be in the low 90s in Rogers and Bentonville and Fayetteville, probably closer to those mid-90s down to the south in Van Buren and Greenwood and Fort Smith. And then as we head into the next 2 days, it just gets hot again, steamy and hot. But by the time Saturday rolls around, the next system moves in. That should knock temperatures back as well. Those are the big weather stories today. Be careful out there on the interstate. A lot of bozo drivers, and the rain doesn't make the jack wagons drive any better. In fact, they'll probably drive worse. Have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you back next time.